what it is, man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Make sure to check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone, old, broken, or you're just trying to get rid of it. You can contact them right at the number on the screen, text or call. Also, their social media and website is in the description if that's more convenient. If you share their social media accounts on social media, get a chance to win an iPhone. Go check them out.
All right, WBC said they're going to lower sanctioning fees to help boxing proceed. But first, let's talk about Gervonta Tank Davis dissing Adrien Broner and dissing Floyd, Money, Mayweather, TMT. He says that he was going to train out there in Vegas, but he ain't doing that no more. So let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Check our boxing news playlist for more videos like this. And basically, he said, fuck Floyd and fuck Adrien Broner. It was video that came out that, you know, Adrien Broner was working with Floyd in the gym. I don't know if that's recent or not. And then they showed the old video of Tank, you know, Fight Hype, or, you know, always remixing shit. Showing an old video of Floyd training with Tank, and basically he called Broner and Floyd the ops. And Broner was saying that he don't know, you know, he ain't talked to Tank in a minute, and basically that they ain't on good speaking terms. So, you know, their relationship sound like some wife and, you know, husband type relationships. Talk about Broner and Tank. But he said he doing, you know, I'll put the screenshot on the screen. He said he doing well in Baltimore by himself, but you ain't doing well when you crashed that slingshot or whatever the hell that was into that wall. But like I said before, I don't understand that relationship with Mayweather and with Broner. It's, you know, you don't know if it's Floyd, if it's Broner, if it's Tank. I really don't get it, man. You know, what the beef is about. You know, I think Tank want to be bigger than Mayweather. He want to be bigger than Broner. He want to be his own entity. And standing next to them, he can't be that. Because he always be a little bro to Broner and little bro to Floyd. And that was Broner's problem next to Floyd, you know. He wanted to be Floyd so bad that, you know, he couldn't stand just being little bro next to Floyd. You know, just standing next to Floyd wasn't good enough. You know, and Tank, you know, he just headed down self-destruction. I hate to say that. You know what I'm saying? Just the way, you know, him crashing that little slingshot, the whole thing with the female, and just his lack of respect for Floyd when it's distance in between them. When Floyd, he's sitting next to Floyd, they're in the same room, he don't be popping off that shit he be popping on social media. He don't be talking that G gangster shit. And he put his head down, yes sir, no sir, towards Floyd. Anytime there's separation between him and Floyd, you know, that's just what it is. And he said he was going to train in Las Vegas, but he ain't doing that no more. And like I said before, he need to train close to Floyd. You need Floyd eye. You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you, dude? To, you know, soak up that game for one of the best, you know, best out there. But, you know, if anything, he need to go back to Kevin Cunningham, if not Floyd, and work with him. But Leo Santa Cruz ain't seen as a threat, no way. He just ain't seen as a threat. A lot of people underestimate Leo Santa Cruz. And if Santa Cruz been in camp, he been training. The only thing he ain't been doing is sparring. And he going to be ready. You know what I'm saying? So if he could take Tank power and dish it back, and Tank don't come in shape and everything hanging over Tank head, you know, anything is possible in boxing. You know, Tank ain't in a position to underestimate no opponent. He ain't done nothing in the sport to even carry himself that way. But I don't know what Broner did to him, to be honest. I know how Floyd is, condescending, you know, acting funny. Tank feel like he probably trying to control his career as a promoter, which he is, and he trying to control his career as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I do think he just tired of being son. He want to be his own man. But that's the problem when you sign to Mayweather Promotions. You know what I'm saying? Floyd is always going to be hanging over your head. You always going to be known as Floyd fighter, not a Mayweather Promotions fighter. You're going to be known as Floyd fighter. And Floyd gave you this, and Floyd did this for you. And I think Gervonta is still kind of dealing with that aspect of being signed to Mayweather Promotions. I think he want to do some things that they won't let him do, like fight Lomachenko. You know, I think he want to be let off the leash. He want to go out there and be a killer. But you got to understand, when somebody make that type of investment in you, like he is Mayweather Promotions right now. You know, until Hitchison and Rolly come up and they put some push behind them, they wasn't able to sign Devin Haney. They wasn't able to sign Shakur Stevenson, which Floyd refused to sign Shakur and show the money. That's how Shakur got with Jay Prince and Top Rank. People getting mad at Shakur. People say, oh, why didn't this guy sign the top rank? Inside the top rank. Why this guy didn't sign the Al Heyman? Well, Shakur Stevenson tried to sign the Mayweather promotions. You know, Devin Haney tried to shine with Showtime. You know what I'm saying? You know, the deal wasn't right. You know, every PBC, it ain't perfect for every fighter. Shakur tried to be part of the money team. Floyd Mayweather never paid the money up. That was his preference. So you gonna knock him for getting the deal that he won from Top Rank and hate the dude because of that? That's why people hate Bud, because he with Top Rank. But Top Rank, you gotta hate Floyd, you gotta hate Oscar, gotta hate Kelly Pavlik. It's a lot of fighters. Top Rank has spawned the biggest stars in boxing. Ain't none of these promotional companies too different. But Gervonta is like the most valuable asset to Mayweather Promotions, and he's still carrying himself like a kid. He's reckless. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna put him in there with fighters when, you know, he get it, where he gotta train hard, where he gotta, you know what I'm saying? He gotta train hard. He gotta take the game serious. He looking at Broner and as Mayweather's enemies because he don't want to be under them niggas no more. He want his own name. That's how he looking at it. I guarantee you that's exactly how he looking at it. But he can't look at it that way. They only can help you. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Broner can stand out the bars and shit of that nature. But, you know, he said he doing good on his own. Hopefully that's the truth. He should train in Vegas. I don't know if Calvin would fly out there, or would he exclusively train with Floyd? Who the fuck knows? But if he comfortable in Baltimore, let him stay in Baltimore. But just know, nothing really comes for a young athlete or a young successful man. Nothing really comes good of going back home in the inner city. For real. Nothing comes good of it. You know, but he just gonna forever be for Floyd, you know. Cause Floyd want the best for him. It's like a father-son relationship. I hate to say that. I ain't trying to say he's sonning Tank, but he trying to protect Tank from fucking up. You know what I'm saying? He trying to protect Tank from having a bad career. Floyd know what it take, the dedication, and this is why they feeding Tank the level of fighters they feeding Tank. Because Tank ain't taking the game serious. But if a dude ain't gonna take the game serious, or this fight game serious, or the square circle serious, it's inevitable. He's gonna get fucked up. If your life on the line when you go in that ring, you not giving it your all and staying in shape, Tank just want to be a celebrity, and that's sad but true. Tank don't want to be a superstar boxer for real. He ain't dedicated enough. What he doing right now, the damage to his body and blowing up and coming down in weight, it's taking the time off his shelf life. But then again, Floyd ain't the perfect mentor. Broner ain't the perfect mentor. They don't know how to connect with this kid. At least Floyd don't. He not understanding why they taking baby steps in his career. They don't understand that. And what he got to understand is he got to take this shit serious. It's time to take it serious, dog. It's time to stay in shape. It's time to move somewhere where you out of Baltimore getting in trouble. Find you one coach, stick with it. Stick with him. And I understand he want to be with Calvin, and Calvin ain't leaving Baltimore. But sometimes you got to do what's best for you. You know, maybe he start making more money. He can just, pay for Calvin to find somebody to run his gym while he going for an 8-week camp. Because all they doing is 8-9-week camps. And he fighting twice a year probably when he kind of get, superstar status. So maybe that's something they can do. But, I just think for him it's going to be about focus. But, he think everybody gets him. But Floyd definitely give off those vibes. Floyd definitely right at one point, he ain't the mentor you want to have. But he both called Broner and Floyd the ops. So, Broner said, I don't know what's going on. He been beefing back with Floyd forever. You know what I'm saying? But it's at a point Floyd got to ask himself, is this kid worth it? You know what I'm saying? Should you just let him walk? And just, continue on. Because he is the best fighter they got. He got the potential. Or you should just let him fight who he want to fight and fight the top fighters and see what happens. But she crazy. Floyd did start a dude out. Floyd tried to starve him out and not give him no fights and try to get his mind right because he didn't want to train. Floyd tried to control his career as a manager and a promoter and as a father figure. But Tank got to understand, when you signed that contract, you took all that money he was giving you and your moms and the Jeeps and shit, you signed your life away right then and there. You know, in the grand scheme of things, you know, they protect Mayweather Promotions, and Leonard and them is protecting his kid. You know? But at some point, if he feel that type of way, at some point, hey, man, go put him in there with Lomachenko. Floyd was doing some whole shit, too. Like, you know, with putting him, you know, saying that he wanted to make the Lomachenko fight because Tank wasn't doing what he was saying doing. He just, Floyd wasn't mature enough to handle a dude like Tank. He wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Tank, you know, Tank just, you know, I don't know, man. But, hey, let's talk about the WBC, man. The WBC said they lowering sanctioning fees, you know, to help the fighters get through the pandemic. I can't remember what the going rate is. I can't really remember. I used to know it. It's like, what, I don't want to lie. It's like 5 or 6%, 10%, some shit like that. And then the more you make, the less the percentage go down. Like if you Tank, I mean, like you look Canelo, Floyd, AJ, they don't take the going rate. They slice the going rate down. So they said they lowering sanctioning fees to help the fight, to help the boxing keep going on. And, you know, they greedy. That's why a lot of fighters don't like to unify, even though they consolidate. Basically, when you consolidate the belts, the percentage go down per belt. This is why the sanctioning belt bodies don't like to, they don't promote unifications because it's less money in their pocket. When one guy holds 2 belts, instead of, let's say, them both getting 5%, now they both getting 3% or 2.5%. When they get 3 belts, they go down to 2% or 1.5%. So the more belts that one fighter get, the less sanctioning fees they gonna get out of that fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference. That's a huge difference, you know, as far as you know they concerned. And obviously they getting the opponents for, you know, sanctioning fees as well. They getting them. But if they have all 4 belts spread out, they can all get the full going rate for the sanctioning fees. If they consolidate, they don't get the same rate. You know what I'm saying? They lose a little bit once a fighter get one more belt. So they lose a little bit at a time. So that's why you don't see a lot of unification matches being promoted or being ordered or being worked out between the 4 major sanction belt bodies, IBF, WBA, WBC, and WBO. So that's the real right there. But you ain't got no other choice. You know what I'm saying? They have no other choice but to promote, but to decrease the payment amount, because fighters not going to be getting paid what they was getting paid before the pandemic. Floyd came out here and said yesterday that these fighters got to understand there ain't no gate. And then Paula Malignaggi did an article in Boxing Scene saying these promoters going to use the pandemic as an excuse not to pay the fighters. You know what I'm saying? But hey, the money had to come down. It was getting astronomically high for the level of opposition that they was fighting. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm making $3 or $4 million fighting a bum? Hey, why, you know, take a chance in pay-per-view money and get $3 million guaranteed pay-per-view money and fight a top fighter, and it may not sell that well. You know what I'm saying? So the money had to go down. So this is an indication that the purses will go down. Okay, while the WBC saying that, they looking at the purses saying, ooh, you know, we got to decrease these sanctioning belt fees, or these fighters ain't gonna have no money. So, you know, they doing the right thing. I'm pretty sure the rest of the other 3 sanctioning belt bodies will follow suit, and we should see boxing. But this is if this ain't an indication that the purse is gonna drop, I don't know what it is. But the gate is important to a lot of fights. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very important. TV money is just an aspect of the revenue. You know what I'm saying? The gate, the concessions, parking, sometimes they get, you know, the gate can drive in $14, $15 million. Now, how much percentage of fighters are getting at a gate? It depends. I don't know, you know, the PBC full contract, but it's been said some of them get, you know, concession splits. You know what I'm saying? So that could be anywhere from an extra $2 or $3 million on there, if that. But 9 times out of 10, if it's a regular TV fight or it's a pay-per-view fight, if it's a pay-per-view fight, they probably concessions, you know, I think the managers and promoters probably recoup the majority of that, or the promoters. You know, that's $15, $20 million, $10 million, $8 million in their pocket. because they can pay it with TV money and then back end money with pay-per-view. The guaranteed money is probably fronted by the network. If it's HBO, where they go on Showtime, Fox, or whatever, it's probably fronted by them. That's how it goes. They front the money for a regular TV fight. I know for sure they front the money. They may say, and I said this before a long time ago, but I'll say it again. They front the money. Let's say they say, okay, Jared Hurd and Sergio Garcia at 54. We give you, $6 million for that fight, $7 million for that fight, whatever. Let's say 7. They give $1 million to Hurd. They give $500,000 to Sergio Garcia. You know what I'm saying? And then the network pays for the main event, but the promoter's supposed to pay out of pocket for the undercard. So the promoter might pull a bullshit card together. They already paid $1 million. Let's just say they paid $1.5 million out their pocket for this fight, right? They probably take another $1 million. I'm being generous. $2.5 million now. And spend it on the card. The rest of that $7 million is their money in their pocket. That's how they pocket money. Plus, they probably getting the gate. All types of shit, man. But how the game go, man. But let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you got business question, crowd response, video question, or you just want to chop it up. Twitter's the fastest way. Then IG, then Facebook. Want to make a donation? Cash App, PayPal, description. Best way to donate is share the video. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. We gone.